Welcome to Shaunie's World. These are just my thoughts with a comedic side of humor. But if you're cool with your girl, go fool with your girl. Appreciate you for dropping by.
Disclaimer. Y'all know I like sharing information with y'all when I get it because it's vital to our livelihood. Shout out to my homegirl that sent this TikTok to me. You know I normally would have a video, but I can't because of copyright. So we're just going to walk through it verbally. But let's go down a rabbit hole. So there is a woman that is on a podcast as a guest. And she is discussing the radio frequencies that cell phones give off. And how these frequencies are dangerous to our body. And it helps us get cancer. And a lot of times, just because of bad habit, we don't know that we're putting ourselves at risk. And now we're starting to see earlier cases of people with random cancers, might I add, at such a young age. And it's all probably coming from those frequency waves, from your microwave, from your TV, from your cell phone, possible headphones, and things to that nature. And it's so scary because the world is in the technology realm now. We have no way to escape it. Now, you can allow your body to be around some, but when it's high exposure, that's when it gets dangerous. So on this particular podcast, she was expressing the fact that your phone placement is dangerous. Now me, I have a bad habit. When I wear a dress or pants without pockets or something to that nature, I always take my cell phone out and I put it in my bra, and it's right on my boob. My left boob, to be exact. And then whenever I have the same scenario, no pockets or a dress, and I have my Bluetooth case, I take that Bluetooth case and put it right here in the bra on my right boob. Now, to me, that's like, ooh, storage space. You probably saying, why you don't have a purse? I do, but sometimes it's just quicker to hit you with one of these instead of going down and shuffling and looking for it. But when she explained that there were more cases of people that had breast cancer because of that, I said, oh, baby, we finna stop that habit today. Now, she explains that when the cell phones were smaller, it was easier to put it in your boob because they were smaller, lighter, and not as wide. But this right here is the iPhone 15 Pro Max. This sucker is heavy, it's wide. So just imagine how big the lithium battery is in this. So wherever you place this phone on your body, you could be putting yourself at risk to get that size of a cancer in your body. Now, she also expressed that men put cell phones, and I'm not just talking about iPhones, I'm talking about cell phones overall. They put them in their pocket, and it's close to their testicles. And a lot of men have tested positive for testicular cancer because of those radio frequency waves that go through their body from what the cell phone releases. Now, there's a situation in the iPhone settings that I had no idea existed, and that's just bad habit because when I buy a cell phone, I just figure out what the function buttons are and then transfer my numbers, transfer my photos, and then I'm playing back on the phone. But going down each tab in my phone and seeing what those tabs mean, I don't do that, and I should read the menu because my life counts on it, right? So while she's on this podcast, she's telling you that there is information inside of the settings and legal and regulatory. It's like a paragraph that explains how far you need to keep this cell phone away from your body to prevent you from putting harmful frequencies, electromagnetic frequencies into your body. So she explains how to find it, and this is from iPhone. So when you get your Android or your whatever Pixel phone, whatever phone you got, you will need to go into your settings and look for the legal and regulatory breakdown verbiage for your phone so you can see what you need to do to protect you. But if you have an iPhone, you'll go to settings, you will go to general, you will go to legal and regulatory, that's at the very bottom. You will click it, it'll give you the legal notices for your phone, the licensings for your phone, the warranty for your phone, and then the last option is RF exposure, which is radio frequency exposure. It will give you a paragraph. It will give you a few, actually, and it'll express to you that during testing, iPhone radios are set to the highest transmission levels, and the specific absorption rate is evaluated in real time. Over time, intervals as specified By regulations, iPhone is evaluated in a position that stimulate uses against the head with no separation and worn or carried against the torso of the body within 5 millimeters of separation. So it's telling you right there, for safety of you, it's best to keep this phone at least 5 millimeters away from you and your torso. So she said 5 millimeters is about the size of an eraser on a pencil. She also recommended to not have any exposure. The best rule of thumb would be to talk to people on the speakerphone. Now, I actually have Bluetooth because I don't like everybody hearing my conversation. But lately, I've been feeling that when I take my Bluetooth out, my ear itches like crazy. There's no wax in there and my ear is clean. But it itches really bad to where I'm like, even when I'm on the phone and my Bluetooth is in my ear, it just starts itching really badly. So I don't know if those are RF exposures, waves going to my brain, but I'm going to have to reconsider using headphones now. So it ain't safe. It ain't safe. But factually, as the device, the cell phones that we have, it's putting out high levels, especially when you're driving and you go through a metal tunnel. And of course, the phone is trying to find a signal. And this is what the lady was saying on a podcast. It's trying to find a signal. So it warms up. It heats up. Have you ever been on your phone or your phone's kind of been under something and it just heats up so hot? You could even be charging your phone and it's like, ooh, this hot. It's trying to connect and it's using those RF exposure waves and frequencies to do so. So anything in its path is going to feed off of your body heat. You just got to pay attention because it's really scary. And we only have this in our hands these days. So take heed. Do what you like. I personally am going to make changes in how I put and where I put my phone. But I have heard of random cases of cancer in younger people, and it's scary because they won't let you get tested for a lot of these cancers until you're 40. So the fact that a lot of people are having cancer related issues between the ages of 12 and 35 is scary. It has to be the microwave, the refrigerator, all of those devices that need radio frequency waves and electromagnetic waves to operate. So change some choices of yours and make sure that you don't put yourself at any further risk. Now, what we didn't know prior to this video, we just gonna make the changes. But if you already know, because I'm telling you, you still do it, then I guess you're gonna catch your fate when you catch your fate. But baby, I'm finna stop playing with my life. You hear me? I'm about to get a helmet or something. Y'all gonna be like, Shaunie, why you got that helmet on? I'm talking to y'all with a helmet wrapped around my head moving forward to block them waves. Because I ain't got time. I'm trying to live, Gina. I'm trying to live. But fellas, definitely consider where you put your cell phone at in your pocket, because I do hear a lot of testicular cancer stories, and those are some of the healthiest people that are athletes, and they be like, well, where did I get the cancer from? It's not hereditary. These phones. But I'm just a messenger, y'all. Take heed, find the information, and do better for you and your family, okay? But I am just a messenger. It's your girl, Shaunie B. If you're cool with your girl, gone fool with your girl, make sure you check out my website, www.shauniebeentertainment.com. Yes! Check out the fan gear option to drop donations, but there's no pressure to do either of those two because I see the likes, the shares, the comments, and it warms my heart. Man, y'all are dope to me, for real. But let's hop in the comments. It holds some truths because I was doing further research to see, because a lot of times they swear up and down that these phones and, you know, pagers and things of that nature don't cause these issues because it's a lower amount of frequencies. But then I looked and saw that France had discontinued making the iPhone 12 because of the high levels of electromagnetic, you know, waves. And so there has to be some truth to it. But again, we definitely need to keep these things away from us as far as possible. I know we can't get rid of them because we need them, but just do your research and make sure you don't keep your phone that close to you. Keep it away. And we're going to do further research about Bluetooths and earpieces, what they do to, you know, to our hearing, because that's something we insert in our ears. I may go back to the one that go around my neck just because, I don't know. Somebody gave me one that clips on the back of my ear like this. Is not even in my ear, but still, it's near a major body part, a very vital organ, so I'm still concerned. We're going to figure it out, y'all. Just be safe, okay? But until next time, Next story, and I'm out this piece.